to you with Skype. Can you? Have I frozen?
No, we're not frozen now. We're actually
Ah, ah, ah. That might be the issue then. That might be the issue. So I've taken the frame rate right down. That might be the issue. Go back onto YouTube.
yeah, and it's working now, mate.
That's the issue. Then it's the frame rate. It doesn't like 60 frames per second. Ah,
You just drop the frame rate, Tracy. So it's half the frame rate, and it seems to
yeah.
be okay.
I've taken the frame rate down to 30 frames per second. So that seems to be the problem. So there we go. It was my end after all. So you did tell me you did right. I did. You did right. Look at that, Tracy. You're absolutely wonderful. I only just noticed how high the frame rate was. Let's see if we can actually. And we're on Reddit as well. We've just actually hit Reddit. So finally, we're back on Reddit. All down to the fucking frame rate. I don't believe that. That was my bad. So I'm down to 29.97. So we're there. We sorted it. So all these little things are sent to try us, Mickey. So we'll just have to
Yeah,
keep an eye
yeah.
on what's going on there. So right, let's see if I can find myself on Reddit again now. Oh, I
I
don't.
think you should hire Tracy as your tech
I think I should. Yes, Tracy. Would you like to be my tech expert?
IT technician.
And we're back on Reddit. Yes, we're back on Reddit. Yay! 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 So there we go. Um, right, Mickey.
Yes.
Hang on. I'm just going to send you this. Hang on. Oh, just send you this. Oh, hang on. Let's call up Skype again. Chat. There we go. Oh, so that's what the problem was. It was me and the fucking frame rate. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. Okay, Tracy, you are officially there. Go. I've just sent you something on Skype, Mickey. You are officially my yeah, you're a tech. Doctor GT1 on Reddit. Hello. We've had a lot of we've had a lot of technical problems, and apparently it's me because I'm a paper hat. I'm a complete paper hat, and my friend Tracy, who lives in a tower block, it's got nothing to do with anything, but she lives in a tower block. She sorted she sorted things out. Hopefully the echo has stopped. I'm just checking. I'm just checking. That's off, and that's off. The echo should have stopped. I had muted the stream on the browser, but there's a bit of a lag, so that should have done it. I think it's okay now. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I muted the stream on the browser, but thank you, GT1. It took me a couple of seconds. It turns out that the lag was down to me being a dickhead, which is not unusual because I am
Dickhead.
a dickhead. Yeah, thank you, Mickey. Thank you, Mickey. I am a dickhead. You're right. I am a dickhead. Yes, Tracy, we'll sort it out for you. We'll sort it out for next Friday. And I will PM you to see how I can work it out because it's not that it's logistically it's a nightmare because of Reddit because Reddit is I'm live just to let people know I'm live on Twitch. So I've actually got two viewers on Twitch. Yeah, yeah. Hey, party time. Yes, I've got two viewers on Twitch. Yeah, I've doubled my viewers. Um, I've doubled my viewers. I've got no viewers on Facebook and I've got three on YouTube. problem, Tracy, is that YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch are all 16 by 9, so it's landscape format. Reddit is 9 by 16, which is portrait format. So if I put you up the Reddit link, if you go and look at it on Reddit, you'll see the problem. There's the Reddit feed. If you quickly flick on that, you'll see the Reddit feed, and you'll see that it's 16 by 9, so it's actually portrait. So fitting 3 people on screen I can do on YouTube, that's no problem. I just move Mickey over and put you next to Mickey. But if I tried that on Twitch, or if I tried that on Reddit, Mickey would go off screen. So what I'd have to do is I'd have to make the two of you a bit smaller to put you up there. But I'll work it out, and let's say we'll have let's say uh, let's say you cheeky fucker, Doctor GT1, you cheeky fucker. I will take that as a compliment, though. I will take that as a compliment, right? Can you see what he said, Mickey?
Oh, I can see it.
Yeah. Oh dear,
But he's fucking right. I mean, let's face
yeah.
it. Yeah.
How old are you, Mickey? You're 60, aren't you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be 66 next month.
60? You're older than me. Shit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I don't look it. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, if I've got to be honest with you, Doctor GT1, I'm actually 17, but I've had a bit of a hard life so far. But yeah, I've got to say something. I'm glad you say about the older generation. I hope you realise that it was my generation that actually it's my generation and Mickey's generation that you've got to hard paper round. You're not wrong, Tracy. It's my generation and Mickey's generation that you've got to thank for the fact that we are streaming, because it was people of our generation that invented the PC, invented the Apple Mac, and invented things like Windows. So, and all the technology that we're using right now was.
I think they had Windows in the 17th century, mate. So, I mean, I can't say that we invented them for our generation.
Yeah, in the 17th century, they had tax on Windows. Did you know that?
Exactly that.
Oh, yeah, the older generation. I'll tell you, you wouldn't gloat. No, right.
No, we got a lot to answer for.
Oh, yeah, we
really have.
We do have a lot to answer for. I mean,
yeah.
We gave the world Boris Johnson.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know whether you've joined my streams before. Blimey, Mickey, we've got 139 watchers on Reddit. Hello, 139 watchers. See what I mean about
scary.
Reddit? Yeah, see what I mean about Reddit being my biggest audience?
Yeah, it's a bit scary.
Dr. GT1, it's also your generation that caused me to immigrate, and you can't afford a house now. Right, let's explore that. Where did you emigrate from and to? Dr. GT1, just out of curiosity. Are you sure you mean emigrate or migrate? Because they are two slightly different things. Well, that's good, because I wasn't going to fucking apologise. I mean, I'm not that much of a politically correct person.
No.
You know, I don't apologise for previous generations. But let's just explore that.
We don't need to apologise for previous generations. We make enough fuck ups of our own.
Yeah, we do. Rainbow. I'll tell you what, Tracy. You need to. What I would like is, I would actually like. There's. You're also drunk. Oh, yeah. Mickey's drinking. Mickey, where's your beer? That's what Mickey's drinking. Look, he's drinking FAs.
It's gone. Where's it gone?
I'm drinking London Pride. So we're not far off being wrecked ourselves. 299 watchers now, Mickey. On Reddit.
That's scary. That's scary. Who the hell would want to watch an old boy like me talking a load of shit?
When I do the pub stream on a Sunday night, I've had 500,000 people watching me.
You went from Ireland to Australia. That's good exchange, huh? Don't tell me you went on one of them 25 quid bloody let's get rid of your jobs. Back in the 60s.
Vicky, if you're on watching on Reddit, right? If you go down to the bottom left-hand corner of the screen and just hover your mouse over there, it shows you how many people are watching.
328.
There you go. That's how many people are watching. So,
Huh?
hello, all 328 of you. How are we all doing? Um,
That's a bit scary.
that's a bit scary. So you went from Ireland to Australia. So hang on.
That was only 25 quid, mate. Getting to Australia.
Let's just explore this really. Right, the Irish are well known for drinking. Okay, the Australians are well known for being drunk. I mean, I've been to Australia. Trust me, being drunk is a national pastime. So we've got a drinker that's gone from a country where they're mostly drunk to a country where they're completely drunk, and he's complaining it's our fault, Mickey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was.
But why would you leave the? Why would you leave the country of the beautiful pint of Guinness
Oh,
to go to a poxy place that sells Fosters?
oh, oh.
Hello, Neephead.
Guinness is the most disgusting drink on the
No,
planet.
no, no, no.
Oh, oh,
Half a pint of Guinness, half a pint of cider
oh.
on top, mate. Lovely.
I'd sooner swallow a mouthful of cum, and I wish did I just say that?
Hello, Miss Mouse.
Did I just say that? Oh, right, okay. Neephead, hi. How are you doing, Neephead? We're doing fine. And Miss Mouse WC. We've spoken before, Miss Mouse, haven't we? Yes, I've got my friend Mickey. He's another old fart. I'm determined to bring old fart into old fart into my stream.
Old Fart's Corner, this is.
Old fart's corner, yeah, just to show
So
you
you can
that
listen to us waffling, farting, burping. As long as I don't crap myself, I'm quite happy.
right. Greg, hello, my mate Greg is there. Not Greg, see? I can have visitors on my stream. Mickey, do you remember Greg from your eBay days?
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Circus Performers. We've actually met.
Oh, you've met, have you?
Yes, yeah. We met down at Frank's a few years back now, yeah.
All right. I've not met Greg's another one that I've got to meet.
Yeah.
Oh. Dr. GT1, I was out in Sydney in the 1990s, and the beer that I was drinking out there was Castlemaine 4X. Apparently, they do have Fosters, but it's only in a small area of Melbourne. But the big one that I was drinking out there is Castlemaine 4X. Sorry, Randy and the Randalls. When you say the diversity in mics is hilarious, can you expand upon that, please, if you wouldn't mind? Sorry. We're up to 466 viewers on Reddit now, Mickey.
Yeah, it's a bit scary.
466 people love us old farts. And I know that Dr. GT1 is half our age. I mean, I was 31 once. And Greg, for those on Reddit that can't see, I'm actually going out on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook at the same time. I would prefer if everybody went to Twitch because it's the one that I'm nearest money. I'm the nearest one that's monetized. So if I just put this up on Reddit, I'm just going to post my Twitch thing on Reddit. There we go. Let's just post it out on Reddit. Because I've reached the qualification for being monetized, except that I haven't got 3 people continuously chatting. And at the moment, I mean, it's embarrassing actually that Reddit has got 455 viewers and Twitch has got 1. Facebook has got 1, which is Greg, and YouTube has got 2, which I think is Tracy. But yeah, there's some people chatting there on Reddit, and I can't believe I really fucked up by having that frame rate wrong. Yeah, I am doing my thing, Doctor GT1. Thank you, Neephead. That's nice, Neephead. If you chat on Twitch, what I actually need is I need that interaction on Twitch. So I actually need people not just to follow me. I've got enough followers. I need people to actually chat on Twitch. That's the thing. I meet all the other qualifications, but I've got to have 3 people chatting. Yeah, one person on Facebook, Greg, and it's you. And like as I say, at the moment we are up to 422 people watching us on Twitch. Right, Randy and the Randalls, it's because you have a great mic on top and you have an earpiece on the bottom. Right, okay. How is my audio, Randy? I'll tell you for why, because I've got the earpiece, but I'm not actually, this microphone, I'm tapping it, look, you can't hear anything because the microphone's actually off. The reason I've got the earpiece is so that I can hear Mickey. All right. If I put it on my loudspeakers, it would just cause an echo. So I'm actually listening to Mickey my earpiece. My microphone is actually this one, which is quite a fucking expensive AT 2020, which is a Technics AT 2020 XLR mic. So that's the mic I'm actually using. That's what you're hearing me on. Let's put that over there for a minute, out of shot. So you're not actually hearing me on this. So that's just a bit of a. Let's fold that out of the way. There you go. Look, honestly, listen. You'd be hearing me if I was on the headset banging the mic. This is the mic I'm on. I'm actually on this microphone here. So this is the microphone I'm on. Not this one. Yeah, this is an AT 2020, which is a very sensitive microphone, which is why it's over there. Unless I am on the microphone, I don't think I am. Let me just double check. I'm not.
When you've tapped it, you haven't turned it on, have you?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I mean, look, I got the frame rate just wrong a minute ago. No, my Dr. GT1, my mate Mickey is an NDI source. He's on my NDI source. So, let me just check. Hang on. Let me just check. Let me just check my audio settings. Hang on, that'll be a Windows audio setting. So maybe I am fucking wrong. Right, choose where to play sound. No, there should be nothing coming in. When I tap this mic, I'm getting nothing on the Windows audio, but I'm seeing it. Yeah, that's Windows. Right, mic in. Right, okay. What's this one? Right, advanced audio properties.
I'll confuse the fuck out of a lot of you now.
Maybe my audio is going through the earpiece. Yeah, maybe my audio is going through the earpiece. Right, well, we can solve that. Hang on. We can solve that. Hang on. Hang on. Talk to him, Mickey. Talk to him.
That's because I'm not a Londoner, mate. You know, if I was a Londoner, I'd speak shit like he does.
Say something, so I need to be able to hear you.
Right, can you hear me speaking
Yeah,
now?
I can hear you speaking. Right, okay. That
Yeah.
proves that I'm no longer. That proves that I'm not on the microphone. There's my headset there. It's completely off. I've completely turned it off. So yeah, I'm on my main microphone. So is that any different? Is that any different? Is that any different, by the way, guys? Because
No
I've
different to
completely
me.
turned that microphone off. Meathead. I'm from London. I'm a London Cockney. And Mickey, where are you from?
I'm in Suffolk, mate.
Mickey's in Suffolk, right? Okay.
wasn't born in Suffolk, but I've been here about 42 years. So originally come from Worcestershire, but you wouldn't believe that now.
You won't hear anything on the earpiece. Look, you can't hear anything on the earpiece now, can you? Look, 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 look. Not a thing. I'm on this microphone. This one. Which is yeah. Okay, that's fine. I've had. Thank you, Doctor GT1. Oh, I need a piss. Right, would you excuse us, guys, for just 1 second? I'm just going to have a toilet break. Mickey, I'd advise you to either have a cigarette break or a toilet break right now. I'll be back in 2 minutes, guys. All right, just 2 minutes.
Stick the bog thing up.
Oh.
Here we go.
Right, I'm back.
I'm here. But I'm
Right,
no,
I'm back. Right, I'm back. Right. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of fish on this stream. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Right, okay. Just to tell you guys that I'm over the. I think it did. I think Randy and the Randalls. You're absolutely right that I need to I need to look at my streaming setup completely. Thank you, Doctor GT1. It is good. It is good. Right.
Taken, mate. The oldies are past that, I think.
Yeah. What I'm planning to do over the next few weeks is I'm planning to have a lot of my friends come on the stream with me. Tracy, Rainbow Beach has agreed to come on. Greg, who's on Facebook, I know you guys on Reddit can't see Greg, but Greg, who's on Facebook, he's agreed to come on my stream as well. And Greg is a very interesting person because he's actually a clown. And I don't mean that insulting. He's actually a circus clown. And Greg has actually met the Queen. Now, I've never met the Queen. Have you ever met the Queen, Mickey?
No, I haven't. No, but Greg's lucky. He's met both of us, and I'm far more important than the old Dutch, I think.
All right. Okay. Yeah. That's good. Would you like us to leave so you can make love?
No, you're fine. You're actually
fine. All right. Oh, you want us to stay here while you do it, do you?
Yeah. Well, that's why I've just turned my mic off, my camera off a minute. You know. Just...
Oh right. Okay. Oh, yeah. You wanking, are you?
Well, yeah. You'll get the heavy breathing in a minute.
All right. Okay. Yeah. That's why he's turned his camera off because he's having a wank. Right. Okay. Yeah, Neeped, there is a lot of fish on this stream.
But apparently Tracy wants to sign up to my Only Friends or something. She did PM me.
All right. So I'm going to be bringing a lot of my friends onto the stream, which is Creamiest Puss. Oh, Creamiest Puss. I love these Reddit username. Creamiest Puss has just given me an award, so thank you for that, Creamiest Puss. Because I'm co-hosting, I can't run a lot of my little special effects, so I can't give you the special award today. But I will say thank you personally, all right? And I'll show you my nipples. There you go. Right, that's it. Okay, so that's my way out. Yes, I have tattoos on my chest. I have tattoos elsewhere as well, not only just on my arms, but on my chest as well. I've got tattoos in other places, but we don't talk about those. They are fine. They are wonderful nipples. I'll tell you, they are. They are all. Yeah, they are lovely nipples. Thank you, Neeped. I'm proud of my nipples. But yeah, like I say, it's my mission to bring to Reddit and the world of streaming more older folks, just to show you that us older people can be a bit of a laugh. and we do embrace this technology. I quite often get accused. Quite often people accuse me of saying, "Did you get your grandchildren to set it up?" No, I didn't get my grandchildren to set it up. It's I set all this up myself, but I've made a few mistakes, and I haven't. It's only tonight that I've worked out where I've gone wrong on
And I
a
actually
couple of
built the
things.
PC that I'm speaking to you on, so we're not all old duffers, you know.
Well, I built this PC as well,
Yeah.
so you're not the only one.
No. Except, mind you, they're like a Meccano set or a Lego set these days.
Yeah,
Slot it in here and slot it in there.
I'm actually overclocked this PC as well, Mickey.
Yeah, mine's running at 4.9 at the minute. I had
mine's
a
coming at
5.1, but
4.9. Are you using an AMD?
no, 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 no. I'm on an
Intel.
old i7 9700K.
All right, okay. I'm on an AMD Ryzen 3600 SX, and I'm running at 4,000 megs at the moment,
Yeah, I'm on 4900. Um,
and I've got
I'll get
32
it
gig.
to about 5.1, but get a
I've
bit
got
more.
32 gigs of RAM as well.
Yeah, 32 in mine.
Yep. Okay. And Tracy Rainbow Craft built her PC via a service because she's cat-handed, but she chose all of her components. Okay. So I'm just going to prove. I'm just going to prove that old people are actually a bit of a lot. Greg, how old are you? Just out of curiosity. And I will get you on, Greg. I will talk to you during. I've just been so busy this week, sorting things out. But I will PM you and I will get you on the stream, like I will with Mickey, who I just got to explain, right, that YouTube don't really like to see people smoke. Well, not YouTube. I tell a lie, not YouTube, right? But the advertisers on YouTube, the 55. So again, Greg is an older person. For those on Reddit that don't know what I'm talking about, Greg is on Facebook chatting to us. Um, to explain why Mickey's turned his camera off, that YouTube are a bit funny and they're starting to crack down on people smoking on air. They don't like it, or rather, the advertisers don't like it. And YouTube is a business which their revenue is coming from advertisers. So to keep YouTube happy, I personally, I don't smoke, but Mickey does. No problem. I'm not anti-smoker. Mickey does, so he's turned his camera off when he has a cigarette, which I think is the best thing. So it's uh, it's a good thing. We're just doing that to keep people happy. Um, do you know what? Greg says he prefers weed. I gave up smoking on January the 19th, 2019. That was also the last day that I smoked any sort of weed. I've not smoked a joint or taken any cannabis up until then. Prior to that, from the time that I was about 12, I think I had a joint every single day. So until I was 59, about the age of 12 to 59, I was imbibing cannabis every single day. But I've not touched it since the day I gave up smoking. I figured to myself, if I was going to give up smoking, I might as well give up cannabis because I'm not. I was going to give up cannabis because otherwise I wouldn't have given up smoking. If I'm still doing it. Greg says use rather than any pharmaceutical med. I would sort of agree with you. You know, I've got cancer, Greg, don't you? You know, I've got cancer. There's a lot of people that say that cannabis actually relieves you from cannabis, actually relieves you from cancer pain. Well, I can tell you now, having smoked cannabis for the best part of 40 years, I can tell you now it's only ever led me to two places. All right? There's a lot of people say, I don't know where you've heard, Mick, it's a gateway drug. You've heard it's a gateway drug, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
That leads you on a harder drug. Cannabis has only ever led me to two places, right? The fridge or the kebab shop. That's the only place that cannabis has ever left me. Because the munchies are something terrible. Um, Tracy says she'd like to try some CBD edibles. Well, I've got CBD. Sean bought me some CBD. Um, it didn't do anything. It didn't make any real difference. I didn't notice it. Uh, Wait, he's on the chit stream but not here. Yeah. Randy and the Randalls. Unfortunately, um, Reddit has a long delay. Twitch and YouTube have about 20-second lag or 20 seconds delay. Reddit has about a 60-second is a 60-second delay. Um, so it's all to do with the fact that the auto moderators on Twitch, YouTube, Reddit need time to be able to remove rule breaking posts, which is why there's that delay. And it is infuriating. Meatpeg says you're right. It's the most harmless of pastimes. It never bothered me. I quite enjoyed. I quite enjoyed getting wrecked. And like I say, I haven't smoked cannabis for 2.5 years. I tell you what, right? I tell you what cannabis did. Oh my god, when you ejaculate when you're on cannabis, it's so nice. That's it's so nice. Um, so it's I've never tried. I've never tried. I've never tried. Yes. Greg says. Greg on Facebook says he gave cannabis to his dog. Your dog was called Moya, wasn't it, Greg? If I remember correctly, Moya. Um, I don't. I don't often. I don't often. I don't often. Oh, yes. Thank you for following me, Randy and the Randalls. I don't often comment on my friends' Facebooks, but I do read your statuses, so I do know about what's going on in your lives. So I know that your dog was called Moya. I may not comment on your Facebook very often, Greg, but when you post, I do read it. So it's not, I'm one of these people, right, that unless I'm streaming, which I am now, that if I don't think that I've got anything relevant to say, I won't say it. It's like Tracy. I know that she's posted a couple of statuses just lately. Um, and she did the coffee cup from her block of flats, telling everybody what was to the left of her coffee cup. So yeah, I know your life is mental, but I don't. It's like Mickey. He posts quite often, but I don't always comment because I don't believe in commenting for the sake of commenting. So I I I do watch them. I do know about Moya, and if you remember, I had a German Shepherd called Ebony, who we finally got put down in 2012. Absolutely gorgeous dog, like your Moya. Gorgeous dog. I got her to the age of 13, which, as you know, for German Shepherd is a fantastic age. But her back legs went, so just like your Moya's did. It's genetic in German Shepherd, so I had her put down. I had her put down. So and Tracy Rainbow Beach on YouTube has just said, I'm the same too, Steve. I don't comment for comment's sake. I do it when I have something to contribute. Exactly. Exactly. So I do read a lot of the statuses. I've got to tell you, Mickey, right? I make a lot of plastic models, Airfix model kits, Tamiya model kits,
Yeah.
and I have a wish list on Amazon. And Mickey went through my wish list, and he sent me a model to make, which I haven't got round to making yet because I'm still building the last one. He sent me a model to make, and I really appreciate that, Mickey. That was a really nice gesture, and I will make it next, I promise you. But I'm in the middle of making an M24 Chaffee tank at the moment, and when I finish building that, your one is next on the list. But I've got a whole stash of models I've got to make. But your one that you bought me has gone at the top of the list. So I do appreciate that, Mickey. Thank you.
That's no worries.
And we've now got four. Let's just do some stats. We've got 4 watchers on Twitch, which is amazing. That's probably the most I've ever had on Twitch. So thank you guys on Twitch. We've got 1 on Facebook. We've got 2 on YouTube, and we have 503 on Reddit. So I've I've got to tell you, Reg, I know that your Moya spent her last 6 months on wheels. With my Ebony, I put her down when her bowels went. Um, she slept in the dining room on her bed, and I was sitting in the dining room on my PC. And one day she just got up out of her bed and her bowels just let go. And I looked at her and I thought, this is not dignified for a dog. She had no idea. She had no idea that her bowels went. And when she turned around and saw it there and sniffed it and realised it was hers, the look of sheer horror on her face was unbelievable. I took her to the vets that night, and I knew that she was not coming home. And the vet said, yeah, her back legs have gone, the nerves have gone, and from now on, she will not be able to control her bladder or her bowels. And the vet said the kindest thing you can do at this stage is put her down. And there's always a temptation when you've got a dog that you love. And I love that dog. I mean, 13 years for a German Shepherd, it's a grand old age. Um, and there's a temptation. I'm not saying you did it. I'm not saying you did it at all, Greg. I'm not saying you did it at all. But there's a temptation when you've got an animal that you love so much that you want to extend their life or you want them to stay around a bit longer. But I came to the conclusion that if I did that, I wasn't doing it for her. I was doing it for me.
Yeah.
And the kindest thing I could do was put her down. So I did that night. And it absolutely broke my heart. Absolutely broke my heart. And I've not had a pet since. I've not had any pets since because I don't know if I could ever put myself through that again. Oh, you know what I mean, Mickey, do you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I totally understand it. Yeah, it's rather selfish just to keep the pet alive just for yourself. I think you've got to do what's best for your animal in the end. And
Yeah,
I think you did the right thing there. I mean, like you said, it's a common thing with German Shepherds is the hips and the back legs to go, and yeah, it's a shame, but the kindest thing you can do is let them go. I think.
I getting her to 13 years. I mean, the average age of a German Shepherd is 9. I got her to 13 years, and I was glad of that. Yeah, Greg, as I say, I'm saying nothing bad about you with the German Shepherd. I know you love Moya. Like I said, I do keep an eye on your Facebook, so I do know. I do know. I can't believe that I've actually got four viewers on Twitch. That's absolutely amazing. Yes, Neathead there on Twitch. It's always a tough decision, and it broke my heart. The worst thing about it is, I also had a Welsh Border Collie, who I loved equally as much as the German Shepherd, and he went less than 6 months later. So in less than 6 months, I lost my. He was 14, and in less than 6 months, I lost my two favourite animals, and it absolutely broke my heart to have two of my dogs put down like that. Randy and the Randalls on Twitch there says, "What about Dashrams?" I don't know that much about Dashrams. Please tell us, and I'll make sure the people on Twitch understand. Just for you people on Twitch, because I've only got quite a lot of viewers on Twitch. Just for you people on Twitch. I'm also this broadcast is also going out on. Sorry, you people on Reddit. This broadcast is also going out on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So I'm co-streaming on all of those channels, and I can actually co-stream on Twitter as well, if I wanted to. So if you want to see me, I've just posted for you guys on Reddit. I've just posted for you to let you know where I am on Twitch. If you want to come over and join us on Twitch, because as we all know, Reddit's going downhill. So on Twitch, Randy and the Randalls have said, "What about Dashrams?" So yeah, what about Dashrams? I mean, let's explore that. I do remember Jack. I do remember Jack. Right? Oyster Toe on Twitch has just said tomato, and I've got no idea what they're talking about.
What we got
Not
here?
Twitch. He's not on Twitch. He's on Reddit. Oh look, you've got a dog as well. Look, okay, yeah, okay, there's a dog. I've got a cat. I've got a cat. I've got a cat. I've got a cat.
Hey, you sit there.
There you go. Look, I can play that game as well. I've got a cat. There you go. There you go. I've got a cat. Okay, I've got a cat. Oyster Toe on Reddit says tomato, and I've got no idea what Oyster Toe is talking about. So there we go, Oyster Toe. Right, okay. Actually, I can do better than that. Hang on, I can do better than that. Let's just turn the cat off, right?
Oh,
Let's
look
turn
at
the cat off.
this. Oh, look at this.
Let's just turn the cat off, right? I've got this. I've got this, right? Okay, okay. That says, and I'll run that again when it's properly done, when it's at the top. Right, that says being a Reddit cat because I can be a cat, and we can do that quite easily. So let's become a cat. There we go. I am now a cat. Okay, so that's that. Right, this stream is going places all pish and pushy. Yeah, you're not wrong. But this is what old people get up to, right? We're allowed to do this. This is what old people get up to, Meatbed. We are actually allowed to do this, all right? Because I'll tell you how life runs, right? When you when you're young, all right, you have to behave yourselves. But once you reach about 50, you don't have to behave yourselves anymore. All your inhibition filters have got right. You've done all the doing as you're told, right, and you now no longer have to do as you're told, and so you can act like a little kid. And everybody expects it. Once you're old, everybody expects it. And they look at you and say, "Oh, he's old," and so you can get away with it. So I can be, if I want to be a cat, which I am, I can be a cat. So there we go. Look, so Mickey's got a dog. I'm doing the cat thing. I'm being a Reddit cat. I am being a Reddit cat. So, Greg, can I get you on the stream at some point? Greg, there on Facebook. By the way, for the technical people, I'm using a program called Snap Camera, which is the same program that you guys use on Snapchat, but it's available on the PC. Which is why I'm doing it. So can I get you guys? So yeah. I will talk to you. I've just had such a busy week this week, Greg, and I will talk to you about it next week. I promise. I promise. So I just want to bring older people to Reddit for, I don't know, because we can. I just looked at the time. I can't believe that I spent all that time fucking about with the stream, and it was my fault because I was like going out at 60 frames per second when all I had to do was do it at 30 frames per second. And it took Tracy, who, as far as I'm aware, has absolutely no technical knowledge to tell me that I was being a cunt. So,
You don't have to have technical knowledge to know that you're a cunt, now, do you? Right? I mean, let's face it.
Thank you, yeah, thank you. I talking of the word cunt, right? The word cunt is a terrible swear word in the UK. There's a program I'm watching on Amazon called The Boys. Have any of you heard about it, The Boys? If you've not watched The Boys, it's a TV series called The Boys. If you've not watched it, I recommend you watch it because it's all about superheroes, except these superheroes are a bit normal. They're sexual predators. They're very nasty people. They're good. They stop crime and everything, just like Superman does, but they also demand blowjobs or anal sex for solving the crime. And it's actually really, really funny to watch. I'm quite enjoying it. And I have no idea what I'm talking about. Absolutely no idea at all what I'm talking about. Hang on. Yes, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So one of the stars is a guy called Carl Urban. And I don't know if you guys know who Carl Urban is. Do you guys know who Carl Urban is? I'll tell you who he is. In the reboot of Star Trek, which stars Christopher Pine, he's the guy that plays Bones McCoy. He's also the guy that played the reboot of Judge Dredd. That's Carl Urban. Now, Carl Urban is actually Australian, but in this The Boys, he's playing a British guy, and he says cunt more than I do, because in America it's not really that much of a swear word. So he just says cunt every 5 minutes. At first, it absolutely horrified me, but it doesn't. Right. Randy and the Randalls on Twitch says, I love your stream, guys. You're tech savvy as hell for your age. No offence to say that. None taken. Look, I know that I'm an old guy. I know that I'm an old guy, and I am tech savvy. Although I did fuck up tonight because I was actually sending my stream out at 60 frames per second, and it was causing all sorts of problems when it should have been going out at 30 frames per second. And it took Tracy, who is Rainbow Craft on YouTube, who, as far as I'm aware, has absolutely no fucking idea about technology, to tell me that I was being a dickhead. So, there you go. Hopefully, I'm not being too disingenuous to you, Tracy, am I? When I say that, right, let's turn that off because you can see my beautiful face, right? Um,
That's not an improvement.
Not an improvement.
No.
Oh, Tracy says she might have a little technical knowledge, yeah, but yeah, you're right. It was the quality of the stream, and I'm not quite sure how it how it got sent out at 60 frames per second. I'm really not too sure, but I mean, I don't even. All my cameras are 30 frames per second. I can't think. Even the games that I play are oh, excuse me, yawning, are 30 frames per second, but I can't work out how we got out 60 frames per second. But there we go. I sorted that out. Right, where are we? We're down to 63 people on Reddit. But
Probably all old farts like us going to bed, mate.
yeah, well, it's 10 to 12 now. Here in London, it's 10 to midnight. Randy and the Randall says, yeah, we're starting up a podcast stream too, so we're dealing with all the same stuff right now. Okay. Rainbow Beach on YouTube says, bet you were editing 60 frames per second. No, I wasn't. My cameras are all 30 frames per second. So I am, uh, my editing is done in 29.97 frames per second. Good night. I'll see you in the morning, darling. That's my. Have you stopped watching porn? I noticed, right? As soon as you stop watching porn, my wife just told me to fuck off. Good night, darling. Um, I
Mine
blame
went
her.
to bed ages ago.
Yeah.
Then she couldn't stand the waffle or something. I don't know what she's eating. I mean, we ain't got any waffles in the cupboard, so I don't know what she was talking
Yeah, I
about.
don't know what she's talking about.
Nah.
So no, all my editing is done in 30 frames per second, Tracy. It's done in 4K, but it's only done in oh no, I wasn't saying. Yeah. I suppose it does. Yeah, you're right, Tracy. I suppose it does. Because I can't see. I know it sounds strange, Tracy, but I don't see what you see. It's a bit complicated. It's the software I'm using.
When he sticks his hand up like that, he's tickling my bollocks.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Look, see like that. See like that. You have no idea how far up Mickey's arse my hand is. But there we go. Right. Um, Miss Mouse WC. Hello, Miss Mouse again. Says I'm over 50 and I have minimal technical knowledge. It's, I think people like me and Mickey and Tracy, to an extent, we grew up with PCs. I mean, I had my first PC back in 1982. It was a 1K, yeah, 1 kilobyte RAM Sinclair that I bought from Tandy's. You call it Radio Shack in the States. I bought it from Tandy's, and you had to build it yourself. And it had a massive 1K of memory, and you could program it. And then my next computer was a 16K Sinclair
Catch you later,
Spectrum.
Greg. Take it easy, mate.
Yes, Greg. I will speak to you during the week. I absolutely guarantee I will speak to you during the week, and we'll see if we can. We'll see if we can get you to juggle burning astronauts or something. Can you do that? Juggle burning politicians, perhaps?
He tried to teach me to juggle. I was absolutely fucking useless, mate.
Yeah.
Absolutely useless.
Where did you meet him then?
Down at Creaky's.
Oh, right, okay.
With the horses.
Okay.
He came down there, a few years back now. Put on a bit of a show for us with his boy and whatever.
I remember.
Excuse my coughing.
I would like to have gone there. I would like to have gone there, but unfortunately there were reasons. There were reasons that I couldn't, Mickey.
Yeah, I understand that.
Which when we meet, I'll explain to you. I'll never say on air or on Facebook.
2007, he's saying. Greg says that was Creaky's. Cool. That's some time back.
Oh. That was all to do with children in need, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think it all began on FHG, Family Home and Garden, when he adopted the horse.
I don't know whether you know, Greg. You might. I'm meeting Kaz tomorrow. Do you know what? Fuck me, Karina. What was her ID, Nicky?
Kaz.
Kaz. It was just Kaz with it.
Yeah.
I'm actually meeting Kaz and her husband tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. She's coming down to Birmingham. I do remember you all doing there because it was. I'm sure it was for children in need, wasn't it? That's how you all got together.
Yeah.
there were reasons which, when we meet, I'll explain to you why I didn't go. Um, Mickey, you just sport. I told everybody you were naked from the waist downwards, and now you've just shown them you were wearing trousers. Like Rainbow
Yeah,
Beach
but that's
got
a
a.
filter, mate. That's a filter.
Hmm.
It's not real. They're not real trousers. That's a filter. It's like your cat filter.
All right, you've got a real trousers filter on, have you?
Yeah.
All right, okay. You're cutting your head off, Mickey. You need to. Right, whatever you've done, you need to change it. Right.
Hang on.
Um, I know that Kaz was. I know that Kaz was there, Greg. I know because she said to me the other day. But I've never met Kaz. I've never met Mickey. I've known Mickey since 2007. I've known
Six.
you since 2007, Greg, and I've known Kaz since 2007. And I've never met any of you. Tomorrow I meet Tracy. I've met. I've spent 2 nights in a hotel with Tracy. Well, hey. Um, and quite a lot of other people I've met, but I've never actually met you two, and I intend to put that right, especially with Mickey. This July I've got a very busy month, but after July and August, I'm intending to make my way up to Lowestoft. It's only a 2 hour drive from here, so I intend to make my way up to Lowestoft to do that and meet some people. Mickey's having another cigarette because he's just turned his camera off. That's why he's turned his camera off. And the delay is phenomenal. Rainbow Beach on YouTube says that her first PC was in 1996. I think in 1996 I was updating my Pentium. I had a 90 megahertz Pentium and I was updating it to Windows 95. Um, my first PC was in 1996. Our first ever one was bought by our parents, an Acorn. I remember the BBC Acorn, or BBC B in 1996. Bored the shit out of me until Windows came along. I also had uh, I would love to visit you in Sylvia on your canal boat, Greg, but the trouble is I like it here in the 21st century. Actually getting me to come into the tribal lands north of the river is just, it's exceptional that I'm going up to Brum, but I will try and do it. I must do. As you know, I'm suffering with a serious illness, which limits my ability to travel somewhat. Um, and it, I'm making this trip to Birmingham tomorrow, and it's the only trip I can really make for a good month or two. So it's time, and it's excuse me a second. Oh, so it's trying to get around, but it's one of the things on my before I die bucket list is that I said that I'm going to meet all of the friends that I've made over the years, and I've actually met a lot of the friends that I've made. I've met a tremendous amount of people from Q and A. The other week? Do you guys remember Little Bluey from Q and A? Little Bluey, Elizabeth.
Yes,
Um,
Liz. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I met her. I met her a couple of weeks back.
Liz
She's
Hammond.
actually, huh?
Liz Hammond, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, Liz Hammond. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I didn't want to name her. Yeah. I met
Sorry.
her a couple of weeks back. She's actually the manager of the pub, and me and my missus went out and had a meal at her pub, and that was great. I also met a lot of you via eBay University, which is where I think I first met Tracy. I'm sure. Obviously, we obviously Tracy we've been in contact via eBay, but I think the first time I met her was physically at an eBay University, and I stayed at the Strand Palace Hotel. I'm sure that's how I first met Tracy, but I've met a tremendous amount of people over the years. I don't know if you guys know Gaz Fudge Heaven. Do you guys know Fudge Heaven?
Yes,
Gaz
I do.
Fudge.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
nice fudge.
I've met the Fudge. We could.
Fudge
Yeah,
bagger.
yeah,
Old
Fudge
fudge
Packet.
bagger.
It took him months before he worked out why we were always laughing. Um, why we were always laughing at Fudge Packet. But I've met Gaz. I've met him quite a few times. Paul Cooper. I'm sure some of you know Paul Cooper. His eBay ID was Paul and a load of numbers. Well, Paul and I have become good friends. We've actually been on holiday to Spain a couple of times together, and I went out to Mallorca for his 50th birthday. Um, right, Greg. All right, Greg. Uh, Greg. When we meet, I'll talk to you about it. I'm not gonna. Yes, I do remember your relationship in 2007, but uh, yeah, yeah, I can't say what I can't. If we ever meet Greg, we'll talk, and that's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can say. Um, but I've had run-ins with Max, but we'll talk when we meet. Right? Which I don't. There's some things that I won't discuss on the internet. But I do remember 2007 what happened. Yeah, Q&A was a blast. Those were the days. You worked at the Strand Palace and found lots of snogging. Yeah, there was a lot of things that went on at eBay University. Manty was the worst. Oh, thank you, Meatbed. That's very nice of you. Thank you. You've obviously been through my Amazon watch list. Thank you. That's extreme. My Amazon wish list. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that, Meatbed. I love my coffee. I love my coffee only second for the beer. So yes, Greg. One of the things on my bucket list before I die is I want to meet all of the people that I've made friends with over the years. I've met a lot of them, and like I say, you and Mickey are on that list as people that I must get round and meeting. Same as Mickey up there. But we'll get you on the stream and see where we go from there. Um, I really don't know what to say about Tracy. Said there was loads of snogging. I just, oh, you've got. Do you know, Tracy? I thought I was happily married. You notice I say I thought I was happily married because, as life turns out, I wasn't. I didn't know it. But again, that's not a conversation I'm going to have. I'm going to have. I'm going to have on the internet. That's very personal and private. Um, so uh, we've gone down to 30. So I don't know what you've done, Mickey. I think you smell, Mickey. That's really. I think you
It
smell.
probably is, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because we've gone down to
Down to
37 watches
33,
on
look.
33. That's you smell.
Yeah, it is, yeah. It's,
I've decided just. How long have I been on the air for? Fucking hell, we started this
quarter
quarter
to
to
10.
10 and it's now 12. Jesus.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know about anybody else. As much as I'd love to stay and chat, but I'm coming to the
I
end
do
of my
not
tether.
fart, Tracy. I pass wind. I'm a gentleman. Oh, and as an aside, Tracy, I've sent you a friend request on Facebook. I won't be offended if you don't accept it, but just wafted my smoke their way. What the fucking hell she thinks she is?
Yeah.
You look ready for your bed, mate.
I I um I don't know if you've seen my Facebook status, but I was at the doctor's earlier on
I
today.
did see that you were at the doctor's. A picture of a row of chairs, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And what made me chuckle was right in front was a poster for "Are you being tested for HIV?" I thought that's all you need on top of everything else.
I for years now I've been plagued with cramps and they happen every night and from my knees to my ankles. Normally in my right leg, and normally at about 4 o'clock in the morning, I get woken up by absolutely agonising cramps in my leg. And it's been investigated by the doctors, and they've gone through everything. And I'm visiting the doctors once every 3 weeks to try different things. So that's why I was at the doctor's there today. And that's so annoying, but that comes down with my illness.
I get
Um,
that in my left calf. Actually, I'll wake up in the night. Well, not every night, but probably 2 or 3 times a week, with, and it's just my calf just locks solid in its absolute agony, and that'll stay with me for a couple of days. You know, the after effects of it.
Yeah, the after pain is absolute nightmare. Tracy, no, I've had so many. I've had more pricks in me, right? I've had more pricks in me in the last 3 years than my first wife, right? And that's saying something. uh, uh, I've had more pricks in me than a Reaper barn whore. I get so many blood tests, it's unbelievable. They've been through it all: magnesium, B1, potassium. I'm fine. I'm within the acceptable margins on all of those. The current working theory is it's one of the medications. It's one of the anti-cancer medications that I'm on. And this one here, um, Revlimid. Oh, put it around the right way so it's it. The current thing is that it's this one, Revlimid, which you probably don't know what Revlimid is. If I say it's lenalidomide, that probably won't tell you any different. What this actually is this was a drug that in the 1960s caused major amounts of problems. Matt Ben 1, can I poo? Chen Keys is asking me on YouTube, can I poo? I've actually got permanent diarrhea, so but that's down to the
That's
antibiotics.
verbal diarrhea that he's talking
Oh
about.
yeah, Mickey. Um, this is called lenalidomide, which, like I said, in the 1960s, late 1950s, 1960s, was a very controversial drug because it was used for something it wasn't licensed for, but it's now licensed for the treatment of cancer, and it does a good job of killing cancer cells. Um, you know it better as thalidomide. Yep,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know it better as thalidomide. Woody, do I know you? No, I've got no idea. Show me your poo on camera. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. All right, that's not going to happen. Um, so what will happen is if you keep asking me, I should just block you. All right, I should just report you. I should just block you and report you. So whether I know you or not, this is not a conversation. Right, your last warning, Ben Man One. You say it once more time, and that's it. You get blocked and reported. Your YouTube account, your Google account doesn't really matter to me. So up to you. So your choice. My finger is over the button now. But I'm up for a laugh, but there's some things that are just not. That's just not the sort of done thing. Good. I'm glad you retracted your message. Good man. That's a good thing. So it saves me. It saves me. Right. Okay. You were warned. I did warn you. I did warn you. So that's the report gone in, and this is the block going in. There we go. Right. Okay. That's it. He's done. Oh, these people. Right. Oh, some people just push it to the extreme, don't they?
Unreal,
He'll find out.
unreal.
Obviously he thinks that YouTube is a toothless dog. Um, thinks that YouTube is a toothless dog, but people don't realise that YouTube is cracking down, just like Facebook, on community standards and are removing people. Of course, if they close your YouTube account, they also close the associated Google account, which does cause all sorts of problems. I'm not quite sure where we were, Tracy. Sorry, I'm not quite sure. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a pee. So I'm just going to put the toilet break thing up for me. Just give me a minute. I'm just going to pee.
And that leaves you all my own. Them fucking shorts aren't very stylish, are they? Don't grass me up, will you, please, Tracy? Please don't.
Mate, it's 32 degrees in my room at the moment. Even with the windows open, it's 32 degrees. I don't give a fuck about stylish shorts. All right.
Them fucking legs.
Honestly, people, if you've got, bring the hate on. Just bring it on, all right? Just bring it on, all right? You want to criticise my legs? Just bring it on. See if I care. Honestly, see if I care.
Very white bling, Tracy says. It's absolutely right.
See if I care. Ah,
God, yeah.
it's Meathead says they're in Aberdeen. Meathead, I can't. Meathead, they're on Twitch says they're in Aberdeen. Meathead, you're I know what. I know
I
what
thought they
neats
wore
are.
skirts in Aberdeen.
Neats, are they what do we call neats? Is it beetroot? Is it beetroot or is it
Tatty
parsnips?
and neeps.
I'm sure it's parsnip. I'm sure it's
Parsnips, innit?
parsnip. Yeah, I'm sure
Parsnips.
it's parsnip.
Tatty and
Um
neeps.
what's the California Dreaming on Twitch is what's the split screen about? Mickey is my guest on my stream, so I'm not
Oh, look, we've got more bloody
I know.
spam,
Tell me
spam,
about it. Tell
spam.
me about it. Tell me about it. Okay, I can.
Made up accounts, mate.
I can. I can. I can report them just as fast as they can come up with new accounts. It's not a problem. Um. So yeah,
Oh, it's
where are we?
Swedes.
Sorry.
It's Swedes, not parsnips. Oh, so you're a Swede.
Sorry. Hang on. Somebody on Reddit said about the split screen. They said they can't hear you, but um, I don't understand why because other people on Reddit can hear you. So that's what the split screen is all about, anyway. So. Uh, like I said, there are some people that don't quite understand that YouTube, like Facebook, is on a community standards rush, and they are clamping down on bad behaviour. That probably wasn't a bot. That probably wasn't a bot, Rainbow Tracy. That probably was a person. They seem to indicate that they know me. Well, okay. Um, is what I've got to say about that. Yes. So anyway, Neeped. Yeah, Neeped. The reason I've said Neeped is because your ID, your handle, doesn't give me any idea of what sex you are, which is not bad. So um, it's it's it doesn't give me any idea what sex you are. So I'd like you to. I'd like you to let us know what gender you are. You can be. I'm not fussed about gender. It's just I just like to know. That's all. Just I'm just curious. Yeah, troll Tracy, and it's like
He
I mean,
identifies as a turnip.
yes, I know they identify as a turnip. But what gender turnip? I mean,
Well,
is
yeah.
it a gay turnip, a hetero turnip, a pansexual turnip, a transsexual turnip, a metrosexual turnip? I was speaking to somebody the other day, Mickey, that I really offended because they told me that I identified as a saucepan. And I said, that's fine, go and boil me a pound of spuds. And they thought I was being rude. I thought, well, that's what saucepans do.
Yeah.
Rainbow turnip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tracy, I think Tracy, you identify as pansexual, don't you? If I've got them right. Um, I
Of
am a
course,
slightly
pansexual.
younger than you, straight man, but yes, I identify as a neep. That's right. You can identify as a neep if you want. It's 2022. I identify as a dickhead, or a wanker. Except that I can't wank anymore. That's down to medication I'm on. So yeah, that lenalidomide, or otherwise known as thalidomide, is my primary anti-cancer drug,
Didn't
and they
they thalidomide, if I remember right? A lot of baby deformities, if I remember
before
right.
it gets it right.
Back in
Yeah,
the
it was
60s, was it?
yeah
I think.
because it wasn't. It was what happened was is that thalidomide wasn't never licensed as a as an anti-morning sickness, anti-nausea drug. But doctors started. Somebody made the connection that it cured morning sickness, so they started giving it for morning sickness and nausea, and it caused a lot of birth defects. However, it was originally brought out as an anti-cancer drug, and after the technology wasn't the same as it was nowadays, they only found out. They only found out. Um, they only found out after the defects started happening. But now it's now doing what it's licensed to do. It's just proper cancer drug. But they obviously changed the name because there's a lot of negativity associated with thalidomide, so they called it lenalidomide instead. Um, Tracy's not quite pan. I actually said, Tracy, I'll tell you what I've got you down. I've got you down as trisexual, Tracy. You'll try anything sexual. Um, that's what I've got you down as. Um, I've got to be honest and say that I'm completely hetero. I am completely hetero. I'm not bi. I'm not tri. I'm not anything. But I am completely hetero. But I don't. As you probably know, I don't discriminate against anybody regardless of what their sexuality is. And if somebody wants to identify as a neep, they can quite happily identify as a neep. Um, Neep head. Do you get laid much as a neep? I mean, is that is that? I mean, when you tell a prospective partner, you say, "I identify as a neep." Do they immediately drag you off into bed, or do they drag you off to the cooker? Only twice. You've got to try it at least 10 times just to make sure. Right, where are we? Have we got anybody on Reddit yet? Are we talking about Reddit?
Oh, we still
Are
got
you constantly running away from farmers and sheep? Yeah, yeah, constantly running away from farmers and sheep. But seriously, Trace, you've got to try something at least 10 times.
You run
Um,
away from sheep. Steve chases them.
yeah, I chase them. I chase sheep. I love sheep. I love sheep. Oh, I go to Wales. I have a great time with sheep. Uh, I used to have. I'll tell you what, Meatbed, right? Used to, I don't know what's happened to her. A young lady called Blah Blah Die would come away from. You're not an idiot, yeah. A young lady called Blah Blah Die would come on my stream. She was one of my regulars, but she hasn't been on for weeks now. And she was Scottish, and we sort of had a running joke, especially with the Americans, right? That we had this running joke that we tried to convince the Americans that the haggis actually was a living animal. and that's what her job was. She was a haggis keeper, and they actually fell for it. They actually thought that haggis was a genuine animal, and that quite amused me that they would do that. So maybe if you become a regular, Nick, actually down to you, we will have the same running joke about haggis as being a normal animal. I
Got
can't
new.
stand haggis, right? Haggis and muesli, right, are both like eating sawdust. They're disgusting. Especially when.
Honestly, say I've never eaten haggis.
Have you ever eaten sawdust?
No,
Have
it's
you
not
ever
on.
eaten?
It's not on my fucking diet. Huh?
Have you ever eaten muesli?
I like a bit of Alpen now and again for
Right.
breakfast.
Imagine that Alpen, right, without milk
Yeah.
and raw sausage meat.
No, thank you.
That's haggis.
Oh, fuck no. No, you
That's
can keep
haggis.
that.
That's haggis. That was exactly the running joke we had, Neebed. We explained to the Americans about the one leg big shorter than the other. But I'm afraid haggis. Haggis is seriously, Mickey. Right? If you got some raw sausage meat and covered it in Alpen and then took a dump on it, that's what haggis tastes like. So I don't understand how all these people can like haggis. I don't. I think it's disgusting. I actually think it's disgusting. You have to get shite haggis. I just don't like it. I don't like it. But then I find any person that puts salt on porridge to be a bit strange.
Golden syrup on porridge.
Yes, golden
Golden
syrup or
syrup.
sugar. Golden syrup is
Lovely.
lovely on porridge.
Proper porridge oats.
Oh, black pudding is lovely. No, black pudding is completely different. Black pudding is lovely. I love black pudding. I'll tell you what, Mickey, right? I'll tell you what I do love with golden syrup. Batter puddings,
Oh
Yorkshire
yes.
puddings
Yeah. Yeah.
with syrup, absolutely gorgeous. We have those. Sometimes we had a roast dinner on Sunday, I think, roast chicken, and with extra batter puddings. My missus made some extra batter puddings. I had them as dessert, and I cover them in syrup. They're lovely, absolutely lovely, absolutely lovely. Um, but you're right. I must be getting short aggies. But then, to be honest with you, Nate, right? I've never liked Guinness. All right, I can't stand Guinness. It's uh, it's uh, it's probably the most evil drink on the planet, right? And everybody says to me, "Oh yeah, but you drink it. You've never had proper Guinness. You must have had shit Guinness." When you're in Ireland, drink a Guinness. So I went to Ireland. I've been to Ireland. I've been to Belfast. I've been to Dublin. I've been all over Ireland several times. And every time I go to Ireland, they say, "Oh yes, well yeah, the Guinness you drink is not brewed in Ireland. You drink the Irish Guinness." And they nag me to drink a pint, and eventually I get a pint. And do you know what? It's just as disgusting as it was in England. And they can't grasp the fact that I just don't like Guinness. It's like haggis, right? I don't like haggis. Guinness and haggis are like disgusting. I mean, my idea of hell, right, is to be actually served a meal of haggis to be washed down with Guinness. Right? I think I'd sooner die. I think I'd sooner die of starvation and thirst than eat that. The Guinness is disgusting. It's horrible drink. Mm, right. Okay. I like it. I'll tell you what, Mickey. I do like it. Right when I see when I've got a stream going and I'm
Yeah.
watching my regulars interact with each other, I think it's great because not
Yeah.
only are they just not interacting with us, I think it's great when they're interacting with each other. And I like the fact that you and Tracy have you sent each other friends requests because Tracy's actually good people. I've known Tracy for a long, long time, and like I say, I actually went to her. I know her partner as well, Andrew, and I actually went to the wedding. Well, I didn't go to the wedding. I went to the reception, which she held down there in Rye, Sussex, and that was a good day out. And we've stayed friends ever since. So I've got a lot of time for Tracy. She's a nice person, very nice person. Yeah, so she's cool. She's a very cool person. So we we've
Oh,
we've known each
please
other.
don't say totes. You've just destroyed your coolness by saying that. Huh? totes amazing. What the fucking hell sort of shit is that?
I tell you one thing Tracy did, right? I'll tell you one thing Tracy did, and she hasn't said much about it, so I'm going to ask her about that. For a little while there, Tracy was a film and TV extra. What happened to that, Tracy? Get her talking about that. I tell you, she was a film and TV extra.
Ironically.
Seriously, seriously. You were a film and TV extra, Tracy. Why did that all stop? She's sitting there thinking, "Oh fuck, did he remember that?
Did he really
Fuck.
bring that up?
Did he really bring that up? Fuck. I was hoping I'd forget that. Fuck."
Oh, dear.
Oh yeah, she was. She did quite a few things. She used to post pictures of it. I mean, if you go through, if she accepts your friend's request, if you go through her Facebook, you'll see them. Oh right, okay. Ah, yeah, but your dad's dead now. Your dad died of COVID 2 years ago. So what's your excuse now? Huh? Ah. So why haven't you gone back to it, Tracy? It's your dad. I mean, with all due respect, or last year, right? Sorry, last year. With all due respect, your dad passed away. So, oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Neeped. I bet you didn't know that I'm famous as well.
Oh, don't you start with a fucking totes in most fucking shit as well, neat man, for Christ's sake. You're just trying to wind me up now, aren't you?
I'm famous as well, Neeped. Uh, for many years, I was in the Guinness Book. I was in the Guinness Book of Records. I hold a world record. And if you don't believe me, have you got access to Google, Neeped?
I don't know if it's got as far as Scotland yet.
Oh yeah. Have you got access to Google right now, Neeped? No, not the biggest one. Have you got access to Google, Neeped? Google me. Just type this into Google. I've even got my own Wikipedia page. Just type that into Google. Type that into Google and come back when you found out what I was famous for. Um, so Tracy, yeah. So why haven't you gone back to being an extra? Because you really enjoyed that. I actually enjoyed. Yeah. My laughing is making me cough. She's lying, right? Her laughing is making her wet herself. Right? She's leaking. She's dribbling. That's what she means. Um, so yeah, Tracy, just why haven't you gone back to being an extra? Because I quite enjoyed reading your little adventures. Or is that not something that floats your boat anymore?
Probably traded her in for a younger model.
So, yes, they did check how much it was shit and very little. So there you go. Neat bed. So there you go. See, I've got a claim to fame. But remember, that was 31 years ago. That was 31 years ago. Long, long time ago now. And things have moved on by a long way. Right. Okay. Are you? Is there any plans to go back into being into doing it, Tracy? I must admit, if it wasn't for the fact that I was if it
Falling
wasn't for the fact,
asleep.
yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that I was, yes, meathead, I'm faster than Scotman. I'm faster than Scatman John. Um, I'd also advise that you look up scat. Go to Urban Dictionary and look up what scat is, and then ask
Shit.
yourself, what exactly? Why the fuck? Well, it's not just shit; it's having sex with shit. Why the fuck would somebody call themselves Scatman? Right? Oh, you're trying to get your well, Tracy. As you can see, it's gone down now. It's gone down now because of the problems we've had tonight. But I can get up to 500,000 people watching my stream. So when you come on a stream, remind me about your writing, and we'll get you a bit of promotion. We'll get you a bit of promotion. So we'll get a bit of promotion, get your writing out, all right? So I can help. I don't mind helping friends out. I'm quite happy to help friends out. we've got Boaty, Jason Barry, who's coming on Monday, and I should certainly plug his YouTube channel for him. So I'm quite happy to put friends out.
I did watch one of his. I did. I
Sorry,
did
Mickey.
watch. I did watch one of his videos. They're very good if you got insomnia.
Yeah. He's got a different sense of humour.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. I mean, I just take the piss out of him, basically.
Yeah. Did you see the video I made for him?
I did. I did. Yeah.
Did you like it?
What, the wing mirror one? Oh,
Yeah.
the fucking windscreen wiper one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. That was.
He said to me, "Can you make a wind?" He said to me, "He said I'm poking fun at people, that the classic car enthusiasts, because the biggest debate amongst them is should a classic car have original or the newfangled aero wipers on there?" And he said, "Can you give your opinion on changing the wipers on cars?" Like I said, Meatbed, you can't see it now, but I'm actually quite disabled. I need a wheelchair. Um, Not indoors, thankfully, but I need a wheelchair and that. My mate said to me, "Can I do a video of changing windscreen wipers?" Well, I can't fucking reach them, let alone change the fucking things. But he's coming on Monday, and I shall take the piss out of him.
Unfortunately, I'll be working Monday, so I'll
Yeah,
miss that one.
your last Monday.
Yeah, it is my last Monday. Yeah.
It is the last Monday.
Wednesday morning, it'll all be over.
Yep. That's what I mean about getting my shit together. I need to get it up online so I have something to promo. Yes, please do, Tracy, because I will give you that. I'll quite happily give you. I'll do that for all my friends. Doesn't cost me anything, and I'll quite happily give you the promo. Give you a promo. Mickey's retiring Wednesday next week, Tracy. So this one coming up will be his will be his will be his retirement day. I've got my. It depends what you mean by terminal cancer. My cancer is incurable. It's going to kill me. So in that respect, it's terminal, but it's not. I haven't. It's not one of these cancers that I've been given 6 months to live. It's going to kill me, and I just don't know when. And over the last, I've had it for. I was diagnosed officially in 2013, but I've had it since 2010 when the first symptoms started to appear. And it's been slowly shutting my body down to the point where I need a wheelchair. So my mate asked me to make a video on changing windscreen wipers. If you go on my YouTube, you can actually see the video. Yeah, no, that's fine, Tracy. I know what you're talking about, and I'm sorry about your uncle being diagnosed. Uh, uh, Manageable is a debatable thing. It's my what I've got is I've got a cancer called follicular lymphoma, which is actually a blood cancer. So I'm not dealt with. I'm not dealt with. No, it wasn't a bad choice of words. I don't mind talking about it. I'm quite happy to talk about it. Bad choice of words. It wasn't a bad choice of words. My cancer is actually a blood cancer. Follicular lymphoma is a cancer of the blood. So I'm not actually dealt with by an oncologist. An oncologist deals with cancer. I'm dealt with by a haematologist at the hospital because they are the people that specialise in blood disorders. So it's not manageable. I mean, my haematologist, the last time I saw my haematologist, which was a week ago today, what they said to me is that the treatment options going forward are not to put me into remission. The treatment options going forward are designed purely to keep me alive. So that's where they are. I'm on treatment at the moment, which is why I've got lenalidomide amongst the millions of other tablets that I have to take. So those are the treatment options. They're trying to keep me alive. So it's not a bad choice of words. It's manageable in that respect. I mean, I'm still here. To give you an idea of the figures, in 1970, the 10-year survival rate of follicular lymphoma, and what that means is people that lived 10 years from diagnosis was just 4%. In 2020, it was 84%. So cancer research has come a long way, but it's manageable. No. But I'm good with it. If that makes sense, does that make sense? It's not manageable. I'm good with it. I mean, I have you can't see them. You only see me on a stream for a couple of hours. You don't know what the rest of my life is like. Those that meet me, Mickey, when he meets me, will understand. Tracy already knows. All those that have met me know. So they can keep me going. They don't know for how long. And it's becoming harder and harder. And the upkeep stuff, yeah. I mean, my body is slowly shutting down, system after system after system. The fact that I've lost my mobility really hurts. The fact that it's given me a chronic lung disease, which means I've got a very low respiratory reserve, and I literally can't walk any more than 20 metres. I'm all right because I'm sitting down here. I'm not expending much energy, so it is difficult, but I'm good with it. I'm actually good with it. It's more difficult on my partner than it's me, but I'm good with it. I'm quite happy. We've all got to die of something, so at least I know what I'm going to die of. In that respect, I'm quite happy about it. But I'm quite happy to talk about it. Mickey's older than me, and look at this, right? This bastard is older than me, right? And he smokes, all right? And he's got nothing wrong with him.
Well, I have. I've got COPD. I've got high blood pressure, but
how can you have high blood pressure when you're only 5'6"?
look, well, that's a good question. But
Oh, okay, high blood pressure. Yeah, my missus got those tablets, so yeah. COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. That's a smoking-related disease, isn't it?
yes, but not necessarily. Also, believe it or not, paper dust can cause it.
Yes.
So with a combination of me smoking and working in paper dust, yeah. But they've just put me on medication for it, which is.
I'm going to ask you a question now, Mickey, but I want you don't answer it straight away because I want to address something Neat has just said, right?
Yeah.
I want to address something that Tracy and Neep has just said. Right? Given that you've got COPD,
Yeah.
why do you still smoke? But don't answer that straight away. Right? Don't answer that straight away. Hi, Greg. Right. Rainbow, Tracy, I'm going to answer, and being so chilled, right, is the answer I'm going to give you is also what I'm going to say to Neatped. Neatped, I'm glad you're okay with it. I like to think I would deal with that kind of thing in the same way if it comes up. It's surprising. It's surprising, right? It's surprising how you deal with it. I would, before I was diagnosed with it, before I knew what was wrong with me, I would have said that I wouldn't have known how to deal with it. It's actually surprising. When you sit in a doctor's office and the doctor says, "Oh, you've got cancer," right? Immediately your mind goes into overdrive. And the first question you ask is, "How long have I got?" And the doctor says, "We don't know." And then they say, "Oh, your cancer's incurable." You sit there and think, "Fuck." So there's no cure for it? No. So is it going to kill me? Probably. How's it going to kill me? Well, eventually it's going to reach your bone marrow and it's going to stop you producing hemoglobin. Hemoglobin carries oxygen around your body, and if you've got no hemoglobin, your organs won't get the oxygen, so your body will completely shut down, and that's how it's going to kill you. And then you sit there for about 5 minutes. You think, right, okay, I'm going to panic. I'm going to shit myself and panic, because all of the images of people with cancer on TV are people with towels around their head, looking pasty faces with their cheeks all drawn in, grey with tubes hanging out of them. That's the TV image. And then you suddenly think to yourself, hold on a minute, you've just done me a favour. You've just told me how I'm going to die. And that's done me a favour because all of us, you, Greg, Meathead, Mickey, we all ask ourselves the same question, right? And we've all done it throughout our lives. How are we going to die? How am I going to die? What is it that's going to kill me? Well, barring getting run over by a bus or anything, I know exactly how I'm going to die, and I know exactly how it's going to happen and what's going to happen to my body, and that actually gives me an inner peace, and that gives me a great sense of comfort that I don't have to answer that question anymore. The other thing that it gave me, and this all happened in the same meeting with that doctor, within half an hour of being told cancer, I suddenly realised it gives me no fear. Right? I have absolutely no fear of anything anymore. Nothing frightens me anymore. When you've been told you've got an incurable cancer, that's it. That is the most frightening thing you can ever experience. So anything after that is nothing. And I've got no fear of pain either. Um, I've had radiotherapy once. I've had chemotherapy. I'm on my third lot of chemotherapy now. I've experienced pain. I've experienced pain like I've never experienced before in my life. I've had cancer pain, and I can tell you, once you've had cancer pain, you have it you know, you have a different perspective on what pain really is. So I have no fear. I'm not scared of anything, which is why I can sit here and stream without any embarrassment at all. I'm not scared of anything. Don't get me wrong. I still have a moral compass. I have no problem with a moral. I still have a moral compass. So although I have no fear, my moral compass still works. Um, but it takes away your fear, and taking away knowing how you're going to die, knowing that pain isn't, knowing that you've had, knowing that you can't, knowing that another person cannot inflict more pain on you than you've had inflicted upon you by cancer. Um, it gives you a great sense of it gives you a great sense of perspective, and you go forward like that. And that's how I've dealt with it. And yes, I know it sends some people into depression, but that's my personality. Throughout my life, I've never seen obstacles. I've always seen challenges, and my challenge is to live with cancer the best way that I know how, and to show people that you can still have a sort of normal life. So I hope that answers your question. I hope that answers Tracy's question as to why I'm chill with it, because the alternative is to crack up. Um, let me just go through the questions here because I'm missing them because I've been talking too much. I'm right. I'm glad you've got that, Nathan. I'm glad to explain that. Uh, right, right, okay. Yeah, yeah. So I can see we've all had a lot of medical problems, but we can certainly explore them by all means. We'll come back and explore them. But I did ask Nikki a question a minute ago. And I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not one of these. I'm not one of these born again smokers. I mean, I gave up smoking 3.5 years ago, and I don't give a flying fuck if other people smoke. I certainly wouldn't try and talk them out of it. So I've asked the question. Just it's just a question that I've asked, and I'm not moralising. So I'll ask you again, Mickey. Why do you still smoke when you have COPD?
I don't know. Is the honest answer? Um, I've given up in the past, 6 months, 9 months, and I always drift back to them. So I don't know. It's like your beer. You enjoy your beer. I enjoy a smoke. That's. But I mean, you were talking about cannabis earlier on. I've never smoked anything like that. I just like my fag. Bearing in mind, I had my first cigarette at 8 years old. So it's been a long time now. Um, but I don't know why I still do it. And that's an honest answer. I don't know. There is no answer to it.
Yeah, like I say, I'm not moralising, Mick. I'm not saying you must go out smoking. I was just curious. Um, Greg, as I said, I do read your Facebook, Greg. I don't often comment on your Facebook, but weren't you hooked on codeine for a while? Um, I'm sure you were hooked on codeine for a while, or have I got that wrong? while I'm waiting for Greg to answer that, I'll tell you all now, right, how I gave up smoking. I gave up smoking quite accidentally. On January the 16th, 2019, I came down with what I thought was a cold. By January the 19th, I had terrible problems with my ears. My ears were really hurting. So I got an emergency appointment and I walked into my doctor's office and said, Doctor, I'm not feeling well. My ears aren't hurting. And she took all of my vitals and picked the phone up and said, can I have an ambulance, please? And I sort of looked at her and I said, what's going on? Is there somebody else ill? Why are you calling an ambulance? Aren't you supposed to be dealing with me? I mean, what's going on? And she looked at me and she said, the ambulance is for you. You're seriously ill. That is the last thing I remember until I woke up in the resuscitation ward of the local hospital. Apparently, my flu wasn't flu. I'd had something called neutropenic sepsis. Now, neutropenic sepsis lowered my immune system to the point that I nearly died from it, and I spent a week in hospital. And I'm sure Tracy remembers it. I'm sure Mickey remembers it.
Yeah, I do.
I spent a week in hospital, and by the time I came out of hospital at the end of that week, I didn't smoke, and I came out of hospital, and I suddenly realised as I got into the car, I thought I don't want a cigarette, and I thought I've given up smoking, but because I was so ill, the illness had masked the withdrawal symptoms, and I've just never smoked since. And it really was a case of that's how I gave up smoking, by being seriously ill in hospital for a week. And because I was in an isolation ward, I was in an oxygen tent, and I couldn't smoke, and I didn't smoke, and I didn't even realise that I'd given it up until I come out of hospital. So, and that was it. And I've not smoked since that day. January the 19th, 2019 was the last day I smoked. And that's how I gave it up. But like I say, I don't moralise in any way about other people. Why is my snap camera playing up? Hang on. I'm just going to talk amongst yourselves for a minute. It's back again now. All right, it's back working again. Right. Okay. Greg, you keep replying to yourself. Are you being a dickhead? He's on the weed. He's on the weed. He's on the weed. I'll tell you what, Greg, you'd hate it in this house because I have got a serious amount of codeine and a serious amount of morphine. I have got shitloads of codeine. I've got shitloads of morphine in my house for the pain. It's also my backup plan for the day they tell me that I've got 3 months to live. Fuck that. I'm sorting out that much early. I'm going to check out on my terms. Which made me laugh. I said to my daughter about this. I said to my daughter, I said I said if I said I'm not going to die. I'm not going to spend my last few weeks in pain. I said I'll check out when I'm ready. And she said, how are you going to do that, Dad? And I said, well, I've got enough codeine here, enough morphine to do it. And she said, show me. So I did. And she looked at it, she said, Dad, the expiry date on this is a year away. And I looked at her and I said, are you stupid, Claire? I said, what are you talking about? I said, do you honestly think if I'm going to use this medication to kill myself, I'm worried about whether it's out of fucking date or not? I mean, what's the worst that can happen with out of date medication? There we go. But I will sort myself out. That's not a problem. When the time comes, the time's nowhere near it yet. But I've got enough to do it because of what I'm prescribed. And I get morphine for the breakthrough pain. I hate morphine. It's nasty stuff. But it looks like a lot of people were convicted of codeine. All I find with codeine is it fucking blocks me up like crazy. That's all right, Tracy. I'll just take more of it. I've got enough. I've got enough. Trust me, I've got enough. Got plenty of it. Look. Yeah. The contents of this little bottle is enough. There you go. Morphine oral solution. Just what's in this bottle is enough. But I've got that for breakthrough pain. Oh, this is turned into the medical channel. So this is a downside, Mickey, right? When you get really old farts talking with each other, and Tracy's not old. Tracy, I think, is Tracy, you've just had your 50th, haven't you, Tracy? Or have I got that wrong? If I have, I do apologise. But I think you just had your 50th, haven't you? It's always handy, Greg, that. It's always handy. I can't stand it. I'm a bit of a control freak, so I can't stand it. Um, right, where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Yeah, I thought you had. You see, I do read your Facebook. I'm sure I would have said, sure I would have said, I sure would have said
Merry
happy birthday.
Christmas.
Yeah, yeah. Third time granny 2 weeks ago. Wow. I've got 11 grandchildren, but you knew that
What
already.
glamorous granny time, is it? At 50?
Have you got any grandchildren, Mickey?
I got three.
Three. Right. Okay.
Yeah. Two girls and a boy. Oldest
That
is 16. No, 17 now. And the
17. Blimey.
youngest is about 18 months.
Yes, that's right, Tracy. I do remember Cooten Beach. Yeah, Cooten Beach. I do remember that. Meathead needs a beef. Yeah, go for it, mate. Go
Where
for
the
it.
fuck is Cooden Beach?
Cooten, it's where Tracy. I remember watching the things from down there. I think it's down Dorset way. Down Dorset
Oh,
way. I'm
right,
sure
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Choo Choo Blue can only hear me talking, but can't hear the other guy talking.
That's because the other guy isn't
But
saying
YouTube
a lot.
stream is fine. Say something, Mickey.
I'm talking. I'm speaking.
Yeah, you're not coming through. I don't know why you're not coming through. Let's try that, see if that makes a difference. Try speaking again, Mickey.
Can you hear me now, guys? I'm speaking.
No, there's a problem with the desktop audio. Hang on, let's see if I can sort that out. Let's see if I can sort that out. They can't hear you on Reddit. They can hear me. They can hear you on Twitch and on YouTube, but they can't hear you on Reddit. But let me just see if that's a problem that I can sort out my end. Hang on. I might be able to sort that out my end. If you bear with me, Glenn, I'll give you the YouTube stream link in a minute. Speakers, headphones. Wonder if it's because I'm going into the headphones. Let me just add a new audio source. Hang on. Let me just add a new audio source. Audio input capture. Default. Let's try that. Let's try that. Hang on. Try that. Right, can you say something, Mickey?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me now.
No, that's not working.
No.
No. Let's try something else.
Oh, good old carrier bag. Hello, Greg.
Right, say something now, Mickey.
Can you hear me now, guys?
They should be able to hear you now. I've got the audio output. I think I've got. I think they should be able to hear you on.
I'm ready.
Yeah, they should be able to hear you. I've got a VU meter now showing that you're going out on Reddit. So, guys on Reddit, can you hear Mickey? Mickey, just to, give a count of 20 or something.
You think I can really count up to 20 at my age? Hang on. Yeah. I don't know if you can still hear me, guys, now that Steve's fucked about with his sound settings.
So hopefully that has meant that they can hear you. I'm waiting for them to tell me. Right, somebody asked for the YouTube link. Yeah, they can hear you now. Here's the YouTube link. Right, there's the YouTube link, but I prefer it, guys, if you went on to Twitch, not YouTube. I prefer Twitch. Hang on. and I'll post the Twitch link. There we go. There's a Twitch link. I'll post that on Reddit as well for the other guy, for the guys on Reddit. There's the Twitch link. Yeah. Um, right. I worked out, Mickey. I worked out because I'm now capturing the audio. Without getting too complicated, if you look, I've got an earbud in, and that's how I can hear Mickey. Because I'm not listening to Mickey on stream. I'm listening to him live. No lag. So what I've done is I've captured the audio input from my earbud and I've sent it to Twitch. So that does it. Yeah, that does it. Right. Okay.
He's just trying to sound clever again.
Yeah, I'm just trying to sound clever again. I know what I'm doing. Someone's talking to you, Tracy.
Yes, Greg.
No, it's not Greg. Come on, talk to you,
Carry
Tracy.
a bag is Greg, mate.
Oh yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. That's one that I've not heard from ages. That's one that I've not heard for ages. Greg calling himself Carrier Bag. I've not heard that for a while. Right, so I've got you on that one. So right, okay. That's sorted all that out. Now they can hear you. Sorry you couldn't hear you before, but I couldn't work out why. But now I've worked it out. Oh look, it's 5 to 1. I've got to be up early in the morning.
Yeah. I'll give it another 5 minutes, Steve, then I've got to be off.
Yeah, I'm going up to Birmingham.
You know,
I forgot that Carrier Bag was one of yours, Greg. It's not one that I've heard in a while. But what I was saying is we've got Greg who's over 50. We've got Tracy who's over 50.
She's only just over 50. She's
I know she's a youngster.
Borderline.
Neathead said he was slightly younger, so I'm assuming that he's over 50. So it just goes to prove that old farts can actually get together and have fun. Yes, I'm driving, Tracy. I'm driving.
I thought you were asking me if I was driving, Steve. Am I fucked?
There's a comma there. Look, punctuation matters. There's a comma there. Yes, I'm driving, Tracy. I no longer have the Astra. I got rid of the Astra 3 years ago, so I've got.
He's one of these nonsense with a fucking EV piece of fucking crap.
I've got a Hyundai 8EV hybrid electric vehicle, not an electric vehicle, a hybrid electric vehicle, which has got an autopilot system on it, so it's automatic and it's self-driving, or almost self-driving. It's got adaptive cruise control, it's got adaptive lane keeping, it's got speed camera recognition. I'm fine. So it's not easy. So sorry, Neatped, when you said you were slightly younger.
I think Greg was Doc or something.
Greg's been so many things.
Mighty Doctor, that's it.
Yeah, Greg has been so many different handles. Greg got banned more than Boaty ever did. And we've just lost the stream on. No, we haven't. It's there. Have we just lost the stream on Reddit? I think we're back to getting our lag again. Well, you have, yeah. Greg. No, we haven't. We've got.
We're down to 18 on Reddit.
Sorry, Meathead. Right, okay. It's 3 minutes to 1, so it's 3 minutes to 1. So I'm gonna 2 minutes to 1 now. So I'm gonna call an end to this stream at 1 o'clock, and hopefully I will have Jason as a guest on Monday. But I will look forward to getting. I can do it. I think it might be complicated. You might be quite small on screen, but I think that I can get Tracy, Greg, and Mickey all on screen at the same time. All you need to do is have Skype, and we can go from there. And let's see how that works. So that should be that should be quite fun, and just show these people, right? Show these people that us old guys can still do the crack. Look, Neephead, I stream every Monday at 9:45 on Reddit, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, and every Friday at 9:45 on Reddit, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Occasionally, I do a stream on Sunday nights from the pub, but I don't know if I'll be doing it this week or not. So if you go to my subreddit, if you join my subreddit, everything is posted there. Or in a minute, when I put my end screen up, you'll see the times to remind you. Or join my Twitter. Right, I'm going to put my end. Where's my end screen? Where's my end screen? I'm going to put my end screen up in a couple of seconds. Let's make sure that I've got that done. Okay. Right, so I'm going to say goodbye for now because it's coming up to 1 a.m. I'm going to say goodbye for now and hopefully catch you on Monday night. So goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, Mickey. It's been fun. We should do this again next Monday, and hopefully we'll get it sorted. All right, Tracy. Nice to see you. Nice to chat to you. Nice to chat to you, Greg. I will drive safely, Tracy. Nice to chat to you again, Greg. Nice to chat to you, Meathead. Nice to chat to you, Bum Crack and Choo Choo Blue and everybody else. If I've forgotten anybody, I'm sorry. Carrier Bag and all the others. It's been great chatting to you people, and we shall catch you all later. So I shall catch you all later. Check this screen that's coming up. We'll give you all the details of when I'm next. So cheers, everybody.
Stay safe.
Right, Mickey. Let's shut down there. Right. That's that done. Let's just roll that screen across. Right, Mickey. Yeah, that was fun.